Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel. It is time for our monthly No Tag Tuesday. And once again, we're filming. That was Zelda, if you heard that.
Yes.
Once again, we are filming at the 11th hour because, you know, we only have these questions a month in advance. That's all. Just a month in advance.
No problem.
Yeah, but that's okay. It's getting done. So, this month, the questions were made by Sandy over at Life with Sandy. And as always, everybody who's participating in the tag will be linked in the description box below. So go and hear their answers. So Sandy's questions this month are, get to know my past. Ooh. So let's just jump right in and get started. You want to read them or you want me to read them?
Sure. Number one, did anyone, either related or not, live with you when you were a child? That'll be a no.
That would be a little bit. I wasn't really a child. I was more of a young adult. My grandmom lived with us temporarily. She went back and forth between our house and my aunt's house. And then eventually she had to go into a nursing home because the medical care just got too much for my mom and my aunt. It was a little bit advanced for them. But she lived with us off and on for a little bit, but I really wasn't a child. But before that, nope. It was just us.
Which grandma was that?
Graham Ham. Well, because don't forget, my mom died before I was even born.
Oh, that's right.
My mom lives it, so it was Graham Ham. You don't remember that?
No, I don't.
You were around. She went back and forth between our house and Aunt May's house.
I guess I vaguely
She had my old downstairs bedroom.
Yeah, I guess I vaguely remember that. Okay. We were only dating. Oh.
Okay.
Number two, do your family members live close to you? Yeah. Most of them.
Yeah.
That was a dog.
That was the dog. I've got a broken tripod, a cat who has the zoomies, and a dog who's knocking the tripod over after I just balanced it. Oh my gosh. Prime Day, I need a new tripod. That's what I'm going to be looking to order tomorrow.
Yeah.
Unless Doug can fix this one. So what were we talking about?
Family members live near us.
Yes, we have a lot of family that lives near us.
Yeah.
I mean, some that don't, but most pretty much do.
Yeah. Number three, do you have any...
Did your family
have any special traditions? It depends on what you call a tradition.
Yeah, I mean, the basic ones, Thanksgiving, just basic, yeah. I think, basic traditions.
Like, my big family, all my family, tradition was we all got together on the 4th, on my dad's side, and actually even on my mom's side. We all got together as a family reunion every year. And that's still going on. Not to the extent as it used to when I was a child, but it's still going on.
Just your basic ones, nothing special that I can think of.
Nothing unique. No.
Yeah.
Number four, what was a holiday favorite?
No.
Sorry, I can't read tonight. What was a family favorite meal growing up?
Huh.
Well, favorite for everybody but my mom.
Oh, it was fish.
It was fish because my dad loved to fish, and he'd go down to the shore with my uncle and bring home loads and loads of fish. But my mom, whose maiden name was Fish, did not eat fish. She liked shellfish, but not like flounder or weak fish or bluefish or anything like that.
Okay, I'm going to say something because I looked ahead to the next question, because the next question goes with this question. So, a family favorite meal growing up was just, my mom cooked very, very basic because my dad liked to eat very, very basic. But this is going to tie in with the next question. A family favorite meal would definitely be a seafood fest at the shore. That would be a family favorite meal. And I'll talk about why in the next question. Number 5, did you have any special traditions associated with your favorite meals? Yes. So a seafood fest at the shore because we would catch all the seafood. My dad would go clamming and we'd go crabbing and we'd go fishing. And I mean, like, my dad was not a beach person at all. He would walk out the condo door, walk down to the dock, get in the boat. Him and my brother-in-law. And that's what they would do while everybody else was on the beach. But they would, they would go clamming. And I did not like to go clamming.
Pick it up with your toes.
Yeah, because like you put your toes in the sand and everything, and then you have a special clamming rake. I love to crab. Oh, I loved to go crabbing with the hand lines. I liked hand lines better than traps. And I love to fish. So, when we had our big seafood fests at the shore, we would catch it all. And if we didn't catch it all, we'd go down the Carmen's and buy it. If it was a bad day on the boat. But anyway, so that was my special. What about you? You just ate what you caught.
Yeah.
Same thing. Number 6. Now, we should answer this separately. We should go off camera and answer this just to see who's a little bit more precise. Number 6. Where did you meet your spouse or partner? Would you like to go first? And if need be, I can...
So she can correct me? It was her sophomore year, my junior year. No? Your freshman year? Sorry, okay. Sorry.
September 1982.
Yes. In gym class.
In the Paulsboro High School gym, and we were playing...
badminton.
Woo!
I remember that.
And who was my partner?
Stephanie?
You're good! And who was your partner?
I have no idea.
John Ludwigson.
Was it John?
Yep.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I would have said John, but
Yes.
I don't remember.
Yes, it was the freshmen and the sophomores and the juniors and the seniors had gym together.
Yeah.
And we were in the same gym class.
Yeah.
And it was like badminton
Yeah.
chapter or whatever. And
Whatever time of year it was, we weren't outside. So it must have been wintertime, maybe.
no, we met in September.
Oh yeah, it wasn't September.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a cold or rainy day.
I don't know. We're just,
normally we were outside.
we're just playing badminton.
Yeah.
So, yep, that's where we met.
Yes.
And I mean, we were friends. Like,
Yeah.
And then we started dating my sophomore year. We started dating June of 84.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the rest is history. Okay. That was
Number 7.
What was your first house or apartment like when you moved out of your childhood home?
I'm going to let him go first because we have different answers for this.
My first apartment was actually an apartment building in the same place where she worked as a dental assistant.
Yeah.
The dentist she worked for owned the building.
Yes.
And as it was, my parents kind of sold the house from under me. Well, not from under me, but they decided my dad was retired, really wanted to move to Florida, so they were selling the house, and I had to find a place to live.
Yeah, and he was still in just finishing college, just finished school.
I just finished school, and I just got a job, so I'm like, okay. If had it been 6 months, maybe a year later, I would have bought my house because I like the house, and I think my dad didn't sell it for a song, but at the time I think it was a good price. But yeah, so since I had no money and no not prospects, but there was an apartment, and he rented to me really cheap because it was redundant.
Yeah, it was actually the back of the building. There were apartments in the building. Our dental office was on the ground floor. and there were apartments out back, but they were actually single rooms, like a room and a bathroom type thing.
Yeah.
But the two middle ones, they broke through and made an apartment, and that's where he lived.
Yeah. So, so it was like a living room, kitchen on one side, and then a bedroom, bathroom on the other side.
So that is where he lived.
Yes.
And then when a bigger apartment became available, he moved into that one. As for me, while we were on our honeymoon, my parents moved me out of my house into our first house,
Yes.
which happened to be
Right
next door to my parents. Was our first house. It was my grandfather's house, and then it was our house. We only lived there about 6 months, and it was like crazy small.
It was tiny.
It was a teeny tiny little bungalow. I mean, you could stand in the hallway and probably touch every room. It was so tiny. It was cute. It was adorable.
Yeah.
But we moved out of there and built our first house together. But yeah, so that's that.
That was number 7. Number 8.
Did your family take trips or go on vacation to a certain destination? The shore.
Yeah.
The shore. That's what we did. The shore. Spent the summers at the shore.
Yeah. We had a couple vacations where we went
You went to Williamsburg, Virginia.
Yeah, we took a family vacation to Williamsburg. We took one out to Gettysburg one time. But most times it was like her family went to Sea Isle or Ocean City or both.
We started in Ocean City and then the condo was in Sea Isle.
Yeah. My family always went to Lywood because that's where my grandmother's house was.
So, yep, the shore. Number 9, are you still friends with any of your childhood friends? Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes, we are. Both of us.
Yeah.
I still get together with my girlfriends, when we all can. Like, we usually have lunch a couple times a year together. We're, Facebook friends, we text and all that stuff. And I'm really good friends with a lot of his friends too, because it was only a year.
Only a year apart.
And, because we were dating and all. So, yep. Number 10, do any events stand out to you that you experienced as a child? No, I'm boring.
I mean, the only events together, I would say, would be the school plays.
I guess I was thinking child, like really child.
Oh, okay.
Like little child, like.
Oh, as a child.
Oh, sorry.
I
mean, honestly, I was 15 when we started dating, so we kind of grew up together.
Yeah.
We experienced all the. I'm so glad, though, that we were in different grades in high school.
Yeah, because we had our own friends.
Yeah, and he got to go on his senior trip to Disney with his friends and not worried about a girlfriend. I got to go on my senior trip to Disney with my girlfriends and not worried about a boyfriend.
Right.
So I'm really kind of glad there was that year between us. But we did a lot, together in high school growing up.
Yeah.
Like all the plays and choir and chamber choir and all that. So that was fun.
Yeah.
But as far as being a little girl, I just remember fun parties at my house. First Holy Communion parties and big event parties. I'll never forget when my grandpa turned 70. My dad belonged to a men's club, and it was a private men's club, and we had a lot of our events down there. It was right on the river. I think technically it was a yachting club, boating club. I don't know, but anyway. And I can close my eyes and remember my Pop Hand's 70th birthday down there. I can remember, I can tell you exactly what I wore. Because my sister and I had matching dresses. And it was the 70s and long dresses were in. And I should find the picture and insert. If I can find the picture, I'm going to insert it right here. Because, oh my gosh, my sister has a look on her face why the heck do I have to match my bratty little sister? And I have a look on my face I match my big sister. And my other sister, Arlene, who has passed away, looks like a 60-year-old woman. And she was probably in her 20s, early 20s. Do you know what picture I'm talking about?
Yes, I remember that.
Oh my gosh. My mom's got the bouffant.
Oh,
yeah. I'm going to see if I can find it and put it in. because I was adorable. But like, I just remember like those kind of big parties. I remember my grandparents' 50th anniversary party that was out at the Dutch Inn. I remember my parents' 25th wedding anniversary. I mean, I was young because they had me late and we sent them to Disney, and I was so mad that my parents were going to Disney and I wasn't. But anyway, I just remember like big parties with the family.
Yeah, it's the only specific thing I could think of would be like our 4th of July parties, you know, down at the farm.
They used to be like epic.
Yeah.
Epic. So that is it. That is all 10 questions. Thank you so much for spending some time with us this morning or this afternoon or this evening or whenever it is that you are watching this. And Sandy, thank you again for coming up with these questions. And don't forget to check, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit you. Don't forget to check the description box below for everyone's channel and go check out their answers. And I will put the questions down in the description box. And if you would like to answer them, I would love to read your answers. So thanks again for watching, my friends, and I will see you all in my next video.